Okay, so I watched Squid Game, and I think it's pretty good. It really is super entertaining, and the game they play are pretty iconic. But you probably have already heard a lot of praise about the show, so I'll spare you all that. What I want to talk about here is actually one of the problems I had with the show. The twist reveal. There are 2 twists revealed in Squid Game, and none of them work for me. Not even a little bit, and this is why I will be comparing the twist reveal from Squid Game to the one from Arrow Season 5. And as weird as it might sound for a lot of people, I think Squid Game could have learned a thing or two about how to do a plot twist like the one it was trying to do from Arrow. Okay, I'll break the video into 2 categories. First, I'll explain why the twist in Squid Game didn't work at all. Then I will explain why it worked so well in Arrow, and try to explain what Squid Game could have done maybe to do a better twist. So yeah, let's jump right in. The problem in Squid Game is that the twist revealed is barely even a twist at all. Alright, first let's look at the front man. The twist is that he was the cop's brother. Well, no shit. Every of the characters introduced in the show had fleshed out backstory that made sure we know that none of them could have been the front man. And the cop was looking for his missing brother? Like, there's no twist here. The only character that we knew the existence of that wasn't a participant who were all in the clear was the missing brother. I saw this twist coming from a mile away. I don't even understand why they were trying to hide it. If you just think about it for a few seconds, he became the first suspect, and that sucked. And this is the exact same for the old man. We knew someone was behind all of this, but we couldn't possibly guess who it was because there was no hint at all. That's until the moment the old man died, that they decide to show that the leader of the group is a mysterious old man. And the old man was just killed off screen. Again, looking at every character that we know of, who could this character be? The leader is an old man. So, yeah, only the old man that was killed off screen the same episode they decided to reveal the leader was an old man could be the old man. Like, it's either was him or someone we didn't know about. And if it was someone we didn't know about, there was no reason to hide it, so yeah, the grass is green and the old man was behind the game. Okay, with that said, how did Arrow completely fool everyone? Well, first of all, they create a diversion. Arrow introduced a masked villain called Prometheus, which is similar to the frontman. Both are bad guys that wear masks to hide their identity and that kind of work in the shadow and all that. So we, the viewer, try to find out who this character is. The character that is revealed to be Prometheus is Adrian Chase, who is a cop working for Star City Police Department. It's all simple for now. So how did they trick everyone into thinking Adrian Chase was not Prometheus? Well, the first thing they did was tricking the people that read the comic. I know this doesn't apply to Squid Game, but I think it's pretty clever. They tricked the comic reader by using someone from the comic who is already another masked vigilante, who is literally called Vigilante, by the way. So if you read the comic, you already wrote him off the list. It's like making Mary Jane in Spider-Man the Green Goblin. No one would see it coming if they read the comic. And this was a pretty clever way to get the fan off track, but what about the one who didn't read the comic? Well, they also actually really push this masquerade to the viewer, even the one that are not familiar with the comics. So the story is edited in a way that make everyone think Adrian Chase is Vigilante. By making direct cut between Adrian finding something out and Vigilante acting on the information Adrian have, it make us think, okay, so the show don't try to hide the fact that Adrian is Vigilante. I mean, Adrian learned where someone is and Vigilante tried to find this person right after. Our brain automatically think, oh, they're the same guy. And now, even if you didn't read the comic, you think Adrian is Vigilante. The way they trick us is kinda like how when there's a crime and you see Peter Parker run out and Spider-Man come in, you automatically know Peter is Spider-Man, even if you're someone who knows nothing about the character. Well, it's the same here, but instead they cleverly cut it in a way that tricks us. And him being Vigilante make every suspicious action he make less suspicious, cause now we think we already know his secret, when we really don't. You see, this is a clever diversion. The character that is most likely a villain is completely write off, thanks to clever editing and writing, because now we think we discovered that he is a villain, but not the villain. It's kinda like a magic trick where the secret is right in front of you but just hidden enough so that you don't see it. Squid Game, on the other hand, made the actual culprit, that is the main suspect, without any alibi or any kind of diversion. Like, no wonder they find out so easily. They didn't even do an attempt at diversion. Let's take the old man reveal. What they could have done is maybe actually not show that the leader is an old man. I mean, you already have enough hint of him being behind it all. Like him being number one and him having no cuff during the tug of war. You don't need to show us that the leader is an old guy. That is way too much considering there is only one old guy in the show. I mean, this is not really a diversion, but at least now it's not so obvious, you know? Okay, so getting back to Arrow. So now that we're tricked, Arrow decided to do the most important thing that you should do if you want to do a twist reveal of a bad guy with a mask. Actually having more than one suspect. Listen, the show don't go out of its way by creating an elaborate red herring, but the season actually introduced more than one character, making finding out who Prometheus is more tricky. And that's without forgetting the possibility that someone from Oliver Queen's backstory who stole through flashback might also be Prometheus. Or someone from a previous season. Like, there's a lot of choice here. Prometheus could have been a lot of people and there was multiple theory online. What they could have done in Squid Game is maybe introduce a few participants that are very secretive, that we didn't see their backstory, or just enough of their backstory to make us still doubt that they could be the frontman, for example. Squid Game did none of that. There was one suspect, which is stupid in itself. Like, if there's only one choice, which choice do you think we're gonna take? I understand what they were trying to do with the old guy. I get it, but by the end it really falls flat because we already know who is behind it all. And it was obviously him. On the other hand, the frontman? I really don't know what to say. The twist was pretty fucking useless. Why the fuck should I care that the frontman is the bro of the cop? I don't feel betrayal at all. Because we don't know the guy, so who cares? But we also really easily know that he is the bad guy, so I mean, what's the point? Listen, you can shit on Arrow and the CW all you want. I even do sometime because Jesus Christ, their stuff can be cringe. But you can't deny that the Prometheus plot twist was 100 times better than this whole mess in Squid Game. Hell, even Flash Season 2 did a better job with his twist villain, and that's 2 CW show. I'm not trying to give too much shit to Squid Game. Like I said, I like the show, but Jesus Christ, this is not how you do plot twists. So what's the lesson here? Well, if you want to do a twist reveal, do it like Arrow. Have multiple suspects and a diversion or an alibi, whatever you want to call it, to try to fool the audience. Like, do something, don't just make it so easily to find out. It will end up falling flat and somebody will make a video about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hit the subscribe button and like the video if you enjoy, and don't forget to leave a comment about your thought about all this in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out our other stuff, there's probably something you will like here. And with that said, peace out.